Hey everyone, how's it going? I am Xeracon and I am back once again. Last week, Sony showcased God of War Ragnarok and Until Dawn as coming to PC later this year. Granted, we knew that Until Dawn was coming to PC due to Sony already announcing this, but God of War Ragnarok had not been officially announced. It was shown in the Nvidia leak, which has been true so far, and we only have a couple games left that haven't been shown, but we have official confirmation now for that. However, there is one small thing that also was added during the announcement, and that is that both games will require a PSN account to play. Sony is not only doubling down, they are tripling down on their stance with PSN. And you can't even make a defense of saying that it's a multiplayer game or has multiplayer aspects like Ghost of Tsushima. These are both single player games. There's no reason why it should require PSN. But of course, Sony just wants to artificially inflate their PSN numbers so it looks good for stockholders and stuff like that. But for PC gamers, this is ridiculous. There's absolutely no reason why it should be here. If they wanted to do something like they did with Spider-Man, where they provided incentives for people who did want to connect a PSN account, that would be one thing. But to make it mandatory is garbage. The sad thing is, nothing's going to happen with this. Unlike with the Helldivers 2 situation, people aren't going to vote with their wallets and speak out against this. I'm not expecting Until Dawn to do massive numbers because that's pretty much a niche genre of game, but God of War Ragnarok is going to be selling very well. I have no doubts about that. And that's very sad because if gamers didn't buy this, if they withheld their wallets, then Sony would probably be forced again to remove that requirement like they did with Helldivers 2. And the good news is that, or I guess partially good news, is that Helldivers 2, it is being opened again for several countries. Well, not countries, but countries, but those are only for really US territories. Those aren't for other major countries. So we still have more than 100 other countries in the world that can't play Helldivers 2 because it requires a PSN account. And Sony, you can't get a PSN account in those areas, so you can't play the game. And those same people will not be able to play these games because of the same restriction. And I'll be honest, I would much rather have Sony had never put these games on PC than doing this. Now, people might not like that, but that's the way it is. That's the way I feel about it. If Sony wants us to jump through these hoops, I would much rather not have the game at all. And I know there are people out there who say, well, it's just a free account. It only takes about 5 minutes to do. It's no big deal. Why are you so frustrated about it? Here's the thing. If I already have an account through Steam, I don't want to have to go and make an account to play a game that I bought through Steam. And I said this before my other video. I don't like it when Ubisoft does it. I don't like it when Activision does it. I don't like it when any other company does it. I don't like it. And while I definitely wasn't getting God of War Ragnarok and I didn't have an interest in Until Dawn, it really hurts knowing that Demon's Souls possibly could have that requirement when it comes to PC. It might not, but it's a possibility. And the only consolation prize that I can get from this is that at least there is Demon's Souls through RSPC 3, which still is rough around the edges, but it does work. And I would much rather wait 7 years to play Bloodborne on the PS4 emulator than to play Bloodborne as a port on PC 2 years if it requires the PSN account. I am not tolerating this practice, and even though it is going to be a losing battle where God of War Ragnarok will still sell well and Until Dawn will sell relatively well, even though people are still going to buy it, and even though Sony will not learn anything from this, I still will not have my money contribute to that cause. And I will even go a step further. I will side with PlayStation fanboys and say, keep those games on PlayStation. If you're going to bring trash to PC, then you can just keep on moving, because it does not belong here. But that will do it for today. So until next time, everyone, I am Xeracon signing off. Have a good one.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.